Mahila, here it is, okay. Somebody related to Biggie Smalls dies in a trick car operation. Now, I don't have the days on this, but I think it's 2 days, okay, what I'm going over. So, Super Boss, Stupid Loading Gun, or Loading Cannon, okay. That's from the original 138 as well, but not with Super and not with Cannon. So something with that. It's Mercy Mindset. It doesn't mean anything sinister. It's just this is the vision, okay? So and around the time that I had this vision, then Supers was attacked in Colorado, like a few days later. So it's like Satan lashing out. He doesn't want to go down with the visions because he knows he's going down because I've got him right here on what I'll go over next, that the accuser is cast out. So if there's any vision that Satan does not want to go through, it would be mine. So I'm just going over this. So somebody related to Biggie Smalls dies in a trick car operation. Super Boss Stupid Loading Cannon. And then the 5-day LWC, which is Lindsey Wilson College. People in trucks and lab coats, or they have like on lab coats and they're in a truck. Okay, like probably two to three trucks full of these lab coat guys. And they arrive at LWC. It's symbolism, okay? It could happen literally, but it's symbolism. Like you have to break down the code of Lindsey Wilson College and stuff. And that's the college that I went to actually for a year. So, of course I don't want anything bad to happen there. But with 3 cures for lung, breath, and head cancer. Okay, so that's kind of like it's 5 days total. So you would have like one of those for 3 of the 5 days. Okay, is kind of the implication, or it could be they could all be in one day, and then you just wait the next 4 days. So, and then the 395 laminate 140, which is at 140.5, and the people still here after that get to have Corona Ferona cure 1956564. I don't know what all this means. This is the vision, okay? So the 140, which is a 140.5 actually, it's a typo on here because I didn't count the third one, but which is a 0.5 day. But this is the 140, okay? So Clock Tower, Big Ben, 2 days with a Mark Hampa Najjar involved, who is a San Francisco type politician. And some people may think he's the Blue Mahdi rising from the West. I don't know for sure, and it wouldn't be something totally sinister. It would be for the true Islam teachings, which are based off of Gondel and get in the true teachings of Gabriel, like it's not all death and hell, which is Michael J. Fox's version of it, which is the Kaaba cube. Okay, reincarnations. So Parkinson's cure 2 day, and Ocean Roaring 1 day, 2 day Die Hard 3 Quake. That Die Hard 3 is Summer in the City. Summer in the City. Um, and I was talking about Michael J. Fox's reincarnation. One of his past lives, he got the Kaaba cube kind of going. Okay, not Michael J. Fox as we know him today, but another one. So, and then the Summer in the City is Die Hard 3. That's a scene in Die Hard 3. Whenever he has to wear a sign, Bruce Willis has to wear a sign that, is stuff that's in the news today, really, that's going on. Trump was behind a lot of stirring that stuff up, but, whether those are his actual feelings or not, I don't know. And this isn't anything I'm gonna do or anything. It's symbolism, okay? And it's that song. It's really the song "Summer in the City" that in the Die Hard 3 film, and the transition from the last scene to showing the next scene with the hot city, kind of like how they show Predator 2. So it's kind of like that in ocean roaring, like it says in Matthew. Before that, for a day, 2 days celebrating Parkinson's cure in that clock tower. Something goes down there with a mark hemp in a jar. So it's 2, 2, 1, 2. Then you come over here. Second is the BA26. Now, I had a whole vision which was based off the three magi being Tyr, Gabriel, and Charlie Hunnam, and that they receive head wounds, or they're part of a head wound system of the Genesis 3:15 enmity, and that everyone at the wedding feast will be wondering, where are the magi? Where are the magi? What's going on? And then there's my sister, actually, who we call BA or whatever. Like, she gets into Tupac Amaru, or wait, is that his name? Yeah, Tupac Amaru Shakur. She gets on his arc. Now, whether that's a spiritual arc or like symbolic, I don't know. But she gets on his arc for, like, it's like a 4-day and a 5-day, where like they dock with the wedding feast. Like, something is going on there where she docks with it, and she's on that Tupac Amaru Shakur um, arc. Now, like, ark is in the Bible. Like, Mark is the second book of the New Testament, which means like the ark for Jesus Christ. Like, he comes back, sort of thing. Now, ark is shown on the maps to be like the woman's getaway and stuff, like the church's getaway. And like, there's been a lot of raptures covertly through different falls and stuff. Like, my knees are all scraped up, or used to be, kind of. And like, I broke my foot in my back in April of 2020, and like, it's just stuff like that. So, where angels come into the body, and we're a host for spirits. So the actual spirit leaves, and an angel comes in, good or bad, and takes over and does the daily tasks, as that person is at their either in a dark place, or in heaven, is the implication. So something with that, BA26. And now 8.5 of that is the accuser is cast out. It's like a switch. Like, you have BA in the Tupac Amaru Shakur arc, and then the accuser is cast out, and he's persecuting everyone on earth, like, because he's mad, and it's all a trick. Like, he's tricking everyone. It's big deception. So 8.5 days of that. Then the 6-day blue flame, which is the old John the Baptist throne, which is the blue flame, they call it. And we have it in the writings of John the Baptist, but he represents my brother, kind of, the BHB character. And like, and it's a 9-day total, and it's like the hottest flame, like, for who gets judged by him, kind of. Like, he's as John the Baptist in the old Dogon Jesus writings, like how they saw Satan would be him. Now, he's not a bad guy. It's just like, he's like the Jesus getting out of stuff, how he was tricky with his words, is that. And it goes with Barnabas. Whenever Barnabas goes, it's the flashing red of Pulp Fiction, which means, hey, this is done for the story. The story changes here. Take note. Okay, so like, maybe that was prophecy afterwards. So then you have 8.5 again, and then you have 3 days to finish that off of the blue flame. Then you have Antarctica, waves roaring 1 day. Okay. Then you have 1 day, Queen Elizabeth II and Tom Cruise. Something goes down with them, and they're part of that trip hop in the old Roosevelt Troy writings. The trip hop of the eagle's wings of Tyr go to Benjamin W.S. Loom, and the one who's like Tom Cruise is Ben V. That's like his Spotmont, or his perplexed Harry Perry, which means a star relation to someone that's not a star, or something, like they're related. And not I'm not talking about talents, I just mean like not famous or whatever. So then so that's a 7-day trip hop. And then people get ready to go to Elysium. There will be people that leave the earth, and they're forever, so shall they ever be with the Lord. And that's the people that go with Elysium. And So that's part of the 7 day of George Clooney and Wahlberg are shown through that. George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, and then like there's symbolism for that. And then you have looking for Qui-Gon Jinn 25 days. Okay, which is that's the Elysium stuff, and everyone will be looking for like what happened to all those people. Like they left and they left with their clothes on. So and some of that is related to the Kachina, like that's their armor or something, like, and they have to do like the Moses and Aaron tasks in Elysium, like they have to do like the Egyptian stuff. And there's a Rafiki character, there's like all these characters that rise up through that, even like Tyr and like Bush, or like who's Tiro Shimada, like they're like the T101, T1000 respectively, and like they're mobbing doing stuff, or like you know that may be a different timeline, but it's kind of up to interpretation of how like the Lamb who's got all the writings wants to interpret it. You know, like when they open the seals. Now, Catherine Diaz Hernandez, when she died, it represented like maybe the Dog Star switched to being like Satan was redeemed because like he's had his own judge on the earth doing stuff, and maybe Catherine Diaz Hernandez has um her host is redeemed, and like she has the mind of Satan now or something, like, and that she'll be the lamb to open the seals. She's like an M, like she's like popping seals now, like she's got the whole thing like mapped out, like all of it put together, glued together, like she's got the whole story, all the writings that aren't on videos, like all like from